Welcome back to my channel. I'm Kat Saves and I'm on a mission to help you shop smarter and save money. Welcome back to my series Christmas on a Budget. We are on episode 5 out of 5 already. This is the last episode of the series and in a couple of weeks I'm going to be starting a brand new series about something else, so please do keep an eye out for that one. So in this video we are going to be talking about how to recover after Christmas. So we're talking about getting your budgeting back on track, stress management, and also some mental health tips to kind of deal with that post-Christmas slump. So let's just get straight into it. Christmas is supposed to be a time for fun, festivities, family. I have run out of F words, but then afterwards it is time to face the aftermath, both mentally and financially. If you are feeling a little bit drained from Christmas, whether it's from overspending or just needing a mental reset, this video is for you. Today we're going to talk about how to budget your money, manage stress, and recover post-Christmas. So let's get started. So let's start with the big one first, the financial hangover. Christmas spending can leave us feeling like we've been hit by a bus. Gifts, meals, travel expenses, decorations, it all adds up. But don't worry, there's a way to take control again. So the first step in recovering from a post-Christmas financial slump is to assess. Grab your bank statements, credit card bills, and any receipts you've been holding onto and have a proper look at where your money went. Write down everything you spent over the holidays. Yes, everything. And once you have that big picture, you can then start making a plan. Now, here's the key part. You have to prioritize. Not everything needs to be paid off immediately. Take a deep breath and make a list of your expenses. Focus on paying off high interest debt first, like credit cards, because they can mount up quickly with interest. Once those are under control, start saving for the future. So one easy way to start budgeting that a lot of people talk about online is the 50-30-20 rule. And this is how it works. So 50% of your income goes towards essential costs, things like rent, utilities, and food. 30% is for non-essential expenses, things you want like eating out or having a takeaway. 20% should go towards savings or paying down any debt. By following this breakdown, you'll be back on track without feeling overwhelmed. But please just remember that this budgeting rule definitely doesn't work for everyone. You can budget in so many different ways. This is literally just one of them. So please bear that in mind, that you need to take into account your own personal situation, your own income, and your own expenses. And also remember that you just don't have to be perfect. Just make a plan and stick to it. A little discipline now will make a huge difference in the long run. Now let's talk about something just as important, managing stress. The post-holiday season can feel like a bit of a mental detox too. You've probably experienced that burnout from all the social gatherings, the constant planning, and maybe even the pressure to keep up with everyone's expectations. But here's the thing, you deserve a mental break. One of the first things you can do to manage your stress is to just slow down. Start by practicing mindfulness. This could mean taking just a few minutes each morning to do some deep breathing or a short meditation. Apps like Calm or Headspace are fantastic if you're new to it. Another great tip is to get outside. I know this can be difficult when it is cold and dark, but it is so important to just get that fresh air, get a little bit of vitamin D. As much as we don't really get much sun, but you still do get vitamin D through the clouds, and obviously just exercise in general is really good for you. Even just 10 minutes of fresh air can do wonders for your mind. Nature has a calming effect on the brain and it helps you reset when everything feels a little too much. And also, don't underestimate the power of journaling. Writing down your thoughts can help you process any holiday stress or worries. Try asking yourself, what's one thing you can do today to feel better? Maybe it's something simple like having a hot bath or reading a good book. Stress is often linked to feeling out of control, One way to regain that sense of control is to simplify your life after the holidays. Tidy up your space, declutter your mind. Start small, perhaps tackle one area of your home each week or create a list of achievable goals. And remember, it is perfectly okay to say no. If you're still feeling burnt out from all the holiday plans, take a step back and be selective about what you commit to going forward. Now, let's get real about financial recovery. Christmas might have left you feeling a little bit skint, but there are a few things you can do to boost your savings and get your finances back on track. One thing I love to do after Christmas is to plan for the next year. Look at your spending habits and think about setting up a sinking fund for next Christmas. This is just a separate savings account where you put a small amount each month. So by the time next December comes around, you will have a buffer and you won't feel the pinch quite as much. Another tip is to look for any unused subscriptions that you have been holding on to. You'd be surprised how much you can save by cancelling things you no longer use, streaming services, gym memberships, or even magazine subscriptions. It's time to cut out the things that you really don't need. If you have any credit card debt, consider transferring your balance to a card with 0% introductory APR. This gives you a period where you don't pay any interest, which can really help you pay off the balance quicker. But make sure to clear it before the interest starts adding up. And speaking of discipline when it comes to saving and paying off debt, consider the debt snowball method. Pay off the smallest debt first and then move on to the next one. It helps you build momentum as you clear your bills one by one. And finally, let's talk a little bit about the most important part of the post-holiday recovery, and that is your mental health. The Christmas season can bring so much joy, but it can also trigger feelings of loneliness, exhaustion, or overwhelm. It is so important to acknowledge those feelings and give yourself the space to heal. The first step in mental recovery is acceptance. Acknowledge that it's okay to feel off balance. If you're feeling low or disconnected, reach out to friends or family for support. You don't have to do it all on your own. Taking care of yourself mentally also means setting boundaries. Don't feel pressure to jump back into socializing too quickly. Give yourself permission to ease back into your routine at your own pace. And remember, recovery takes time. The best thing you can do is be kind to yourself, whether it's through budgeting, managing stress, or focusing on your mental health. Small steps will always make a big difference in the long run. So there you have it, your guide to post-Christmas recovery, both financially and mentally. So please do leave me a comment if you have any tips of your own. I absolutely love reading about them, and please make sure to give this video a like and subscribe for more money saving and shopping content, and also make sure to check out all the other videos in this 5-part series. I will be leaving the links to all of them in the description below.